Capoeira is a Brazilian martial art that combines elements of dance, acrobatics, and music. It was practiced by enslaved Africans in Brazil at the beginning of the 16th century. It is known for its acrobatic and complex maneuvers, often involving hands on the ground and inverted kicks. At least that's what Wikipedia told me. After watching some videos and interviews with professional capoeiristas, I learned that capoeira is as cool as heck looking fighting stuff. They do flips and stuff. Like look at this and this and this. Yeah. Boom. Now, capoeira isn't really as cool and or epic as one might expect, though. It's visually appealing to the eye and a good way to walk through history and all that, but the whole martial art was supposed to be disguised as a dance. After all, the practitioners were African slaves, learning how to fight without their Brazilian slave masters finding out. Now look at this guy getting punched in the face. So, I don't really have a high opinion of capoeira as an actual martial art. It's really, really cool looking, but it just isn't that effective in my opinion. So I spent like 30 minutes trying to learn how to do it now, so I'm going to show you the fruits of my labor. Now remember, I'm an absolute expert at every single martial art in existence. So what you'll be seeing is all 100% accurate. We're professionals. Don't do this at home. Only professionals do this at home. Alright. Cut the music. And there. So, let me explain that jumbled mess of clips and movements you just saw there. The initial parts were just showing off the absolute basics of capoeira, with the ginga being the name of the basic stance, ow being the weird cartwheel, and martello de negativa, which was this roundhouse that came from the floor. After that was a somewhat long section where you see me flailing my feet towards my opponent. That was my attempt at using capoeira and its exaggerated movements in a light spar. Clearly, it wasn't very effective, the most obvious thing being the lack of any quick follow-up other than maybe a love tap with the other leg, as well as like a massive amount of openings, since I could easily topple over with just a little push of a finger, as you can see here. After that long clip, you see me just punching the life out of my friend. That was a spar set up in a way where my friend would hit full power, while I would just be throwing arm punches. With the use of extremely basic and simplified footwork, punches, and hand movement, you can see that the manner of fighting is both less exhaustive and doesn't make me dizzy by the end of it. Oh, I'm really dizzy. Now, there's more things to critique about capoeira. Be it how long it takes for their kicks to actually land, the amount of telegraphing, but that really isn't why we practice capoeira today. The reason why it's done is to pay respects to the African slaves that trained and used this martial art that they used to go against their oppressors. So I'll leave it on this note. Capoeira is a cultural dance to remember the hard times of a sect of people in a country they were just thrown into.